Watch the NFL on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Atlanta Falcons, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 23.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Atlanta Falcons. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Set to get this one going. And we are underway from Atlanta. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Well, the Falcons now get to stretch their wings on offense here, and a quarterback for them is a former second overall pick who spent 4 seasons as a starter in Tennessee, Marcus Mariota.
Coming out of Oregon as the Heisman Trophy winner, we thought that this guy was headed towards superstardom, and while he didn't quite reach those heights, he did have some flashes along the way. And right now, his athleticism continues to keep him in the league. Still has a good arm, mobile, a great guy to have in the locker room. He can win if given an opportunity.
To the air right away, Mariota. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with a rookie from BYU, Tyler Algier. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Algier will try to pick it up. And he's got some space here. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Mariota. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll be brought down at the 27. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. 3rd down. Here's Algier. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now Younghoe Koo, who of course used to kick for the Chargers, on for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger offense makes its way out for the first time in this ball game, and leading the way, already a star in just his 3rd season, it's Justin Herbert.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw a football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when there are bodies on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And here's a 6-year man, Austin Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Second down and 5. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball. How about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
On first down, it's Herbert. Flushed out right. Herbert has it knocked free. And the Falcons grab it. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Herbert. He's got it to Williams. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He finds his target, Allen. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, 36 yards. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Dumps this one off to Algier. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Complete to Zacchaeus. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Mariota. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. Now another timeout called for by the offense. as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and 5. To the air again, Mariota. Kadero Hodge has it complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 44-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A first down throw for Mariota. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mariota now. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. They'll throw again. Mariota. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Made us first. This now from 46 yards away. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. Flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Chargers in that first half. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be. Obviously, they're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Here's second and a yard. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still second down.
A bad false start penalty there. Now second and 6. Here's Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he can be a big-time playmaker for us.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Up the middle with Eckler. Down to about the 45.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the 45 on second down, Herbert. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Running on first down, Eckler. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now it's second and 9. It's Eckler again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Holding offense.
As so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Now Herbert, his throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down. And that'll be off the crossbar and out and short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And the deficit will stay at 2 field goals. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Starting the drive with Algier. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Mariota. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing is Mariota. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mariota. Sideline throw, it's tipped, but he's still got it. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
But when we see the ball tipped in the air, sometimes we get a little role change, don't we? Because when it's in the air, sometimes the defensive back becomes the receiver. And in this case, the receiver looked like a defensive back, but ended up a receiver.
He caught it as the receiver. Hey, it worked out.
Worked out really well for them. But I'm telling you, the defensive guys,
Frustrated.
Oh, frustrated. They're going to catch it in film.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown Falcons! Kyle Pitts, an 11-yard touchdown. will add to their fourth quarter lead. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just two scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Mariota will look to throw, and that is caught, but the bank judge right there to say incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Holding. Offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. Finding time. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
First and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota right at the 50-yard line. Mariota now after the fumble recovery. Rolling to his left. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. On 2nd, here's Algier. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To throw, Mariota. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game and fear it all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Here's the option play now to the left. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. To throw is Mariota. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run here with Algier. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll look to run with Algier. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tyler Algier taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was Tyler Algier capping things off with a touchdown. Pinion with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one, And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
On first down, it's Herbert. Dancing to his left. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.